my family was one of the pioneers here. Reverend P.M. Mount was my grandfather. Reverend P.M. Mount was actually the pastor of two churches for 40 years here in the town of Eatonville. So he was instrumental when I was growing up here with the dirt roads. He was instrumental at then bike with Mayor Nathaniel Vereen. So they migrated from Malone, Florida. Came here to the town of Eatonville to make a difference. Oh, they made a lot of sacrifices. I remember during the time when Eatonville was coming up, they would have picnics, and they would all have to donate their own money if they were going to sustain Eatonville. And as far as family, very instrumental in the family growing up here in Eatonville. They wanted to be in Eatonville, and during that time it was the dirt roads. They were very strict grandparents. Kept us on the right track, but they contributed a lot to the family and the upbringing of the family, well respected in the community. Well, I think that during that time, we know that the early slaves came over during slavery, and I would imagine that they felt that Eatonville was a good place to raise a family as far as freedom was concerned. I know that once they were here, they didn't want to go anyplace else rather than Eatonville. So they felt that there was opportunities here in Eatonville. So that's why I believe that they came and they stayed, because of the opportunity that presented itself. In Eatonville, we're surrounded by Maitland and Winter Park, which are larger cities, which they had some of the finer amenities, if you will. For instance, paved roads when we had the dirt roads, when we were thinking that we was being a little deprived because they had some of the finer things in life. But as I look back, and I want to thank my family for remaining here, because when you look back on those dirt roads and those spankings that your neighbor would give you if they saw you doing something, those are the type of things that added to the development. So had they moved out to a larger city, I don't think that I would have gotten that. So I want to thank my family for staying in Eatonville and seeing the vision. Well, Eatonville, I'd see, as we know, it's the oldest African-American town in America. Eatonville, I see, speaks for all people, but our claim to fame is going to be tourism and culture and history, kind of like what we're doing now. People that come to Eatonville to learn about the early settlers, to opportunities. So that's where I see Eatonville going in the future. We know that we've got a big piece of property, that Hungerford property, that we're working on, and we looked at that to be amphitheaters where someone can come to Eatonville and have a real Eatonville experience, where we can see it's a great story where we see 27 men coming and say, we're gonna incorporate a town at a time like that. So that's what we're going to have to capitalize on. And as far as the family, my family is here to stay. We're not going anywhere. And we've always been involved in politics, even when going to my wife's grandfather, who used to be the mayor. So we want to make a difference. We want to continue to make a difference. I know that I'm not going to be mayor forever, don't want to be mayor forever, because I think people need that turnover and that opportunity. But I certainly see myself playing a vital role, whether I'm mayor or whether I'm not mayor, just for the love of Eatonville. Eatonville will continue to thrive, and I couldn't see myself leaving and going place else. Didn't see myself as being mayor, growing up on the dirt roads, but it's been a great experience. People often ask me, how is it that Eatonville couldn't sustain, and particularly in these economic challenging times? Well, we know it is by the grace of God and faith that we have, that our forefathers did it with nothing. So our motto is doing more with less. So absolutely, we don't only speak for the town of Eatonville. I think we speak for every African American, everybody in America, because we've been able to sustain and keep this community. And with our heritage, I mean, it's a must that we must keep it.